Hi guys, happy Thursday. We're almost at the weekend, thank God. Okay, so we are going to do, I think I've got it all. So we're going to do a little bit of glam today. As you can see, I called it the other day. I knew I was going to have a breakout from my facial, my super relaxing facial. So that was part of the reason that I came on a little late. I just wanted to, well, I had a lot of stuff to do this morning, but I'm going to do my skincare. This is what I do every morning. I just washed my face. So I'm going to go in first with the Hydria. This is the liquid serum. You use this in the morning and in the evening. So you just pump one little bit on, rub it into your fingers, and then you tap it. It actually says this on the bottle. You tap it into your skin. The reason that you tap it into your skin is you actually want to push it into your skin. Skincare is topical, but it does seep into your skin, and you want to force that seepage so that it really penetrates your skin, which is why you should do things like our detox mask, and you should exfoliate and cleanse and like just really take good care of your skin. All right, so that is the Hydria skin serum that I use twice a day, in the evening and in the morning. All right, so now we're going to go in with the Arbonne Hydria Eye Gel. So this is like for tired eyes, eye bags, discoloration, things like that. I actually have a new consultant. You just put a very little bit on, actually, touch more than that. Just a very little bit. I actually have a new consultant. She joined me last month. We're just gonna press it on our under eyes and right up here on our eyes. And this is gonna like literally depuff your eyes. So if you have bags, brown, puffiness, this is gonna get rid of all that. And this is a daytime and a nighttime thing. You'll notice on your skincare when you get it, that there is this little nighttime, a sun and a moon to kind of indicate when you should use things. And then we're gonna go in with the Hydria Gel Cream. So I use this as a day cream, and you can also layer it with our night cream if you want even more moisture, but you just need a little bit. I put it on my fingers and then I work it in. It literally feels so good. And you can see that I'm actually like pressing it into my skin. Forcing it in is what you want to do. You can see my skin moves when I do this. There is fluid that builds up underneath your skin. You want to push it out and back towards your hairline. That's going to move it. So like lymphatic drainage, it's going to go back into your lymph system so your body can metabolize it and get rid of it. Otherwise, all of this water is going to sit, and if you're me, it's going to sit down here and cause sagging. And I have zero interest in that kind of situation. Zero. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Tara. Hi, Nicole. All right, so skincare is on, and we're just going to let that sit for a second before I go on and put makeup primer on. I just made a shake for lunch because that's how busy I've been, that I'm just eating lunch now, and it's 3 o'clock. But that's okay. I can eat lunch while I do this, right? So I was saying that I just had a consultant join me last month, and she got her skincare. That was the first thing that she bought. And she was telling me that she's only been using it for 3 days, and already like the bags under her eyes have disappeared. And she's like, I feel like a new person. And that's exactly what I want to hear. All right, so today we're going to be working off of some products that come in the 18-piece makeup kit, and then a bunch of other products that I've just been using and I love. Primarily because this month you can build your own bundle and get 40% off, whatever bundle that is. So you build a bundle. It can be baby products, skincare, hair care, makeup, nutrition, whatever you want. As long as it hits 400 QV, which is the quantity volume, it doesn't have to be $400 worth. It can be less than that. When you hit 400 QV, it automatically deducts 40% off. So you can hit 1,000 QV and you're still going to get 40% off plus free shipping. So that's why I kind of wanted to show you a bigger range of products. That way, if you're looking for, like, some people are like, oh, I love the 18-piece makeup kit, but I don't use these 3 products. That's fine. We can make you your own 18-piece makeup kit this month. Hopefully this week before things start to sell out, because that's what happens. All right, so we're gonna go in with makeup primer. This is the Arbonne makeup primer. It is literally the best makeup primer I've ever used. I love the dosage. Literally, if I hadn't just squirted it off the edge of my hand, it puts exactly how much you need. Hi, Lindsay, right in your hands. And it goes on like a liquid silk. It's so good. I put it on my eyes. I put it everywhere on my face. I even put it on my lips because it feels like a moisturizer. And you're going to want to push this in just like you do your skincare. And then you're going to want it to sit on your face for a few minutes so that you're not blending your makeup into your primer. You're blending it on top. So once that doesn't really feel like wet anymore, you're going to know that it's ready to go. Hi, Cassidy. When you guys hop on, say hi so I know you're here. If you like this video, share it with your friends. What does a primer do? Caitlin, a primer is the first step when you do makeup. So what it does is just like when you prime your walls, it is basically going to even out your skin, your pores, all things like that. So when you put your foundation or your concealer on, it goes on much more smooth. It also helps to keep your makeup on longer because it preps your skin properly so that your makeup isn't absorbing into your skin. It's basically sitting right on top of that smooth surface. So if you were to paint walls that were bumpy, you're going to see all those bumps. If you paint walls that are primed and sanded, you're not going to see anything, and it's going to look really smooth. So it's often the difference between a decent makeup job and a really great makeup job is a good primer. And there's a lot of people that literally just kind of do primer, a little powder, and they're out the door. Obviously, I'm a little bit extra because I like to be. I used to sort of like make excuses for like, oh, this is kind of a job and that's why I do that or whatever. Yes, this is a job for me, but I do this even when I'm not doing a makeup live video or going somewhere or something like that, because it's just like one of those things that I do for myself as a woman and a mom to make myself feel better. And I love it. Hi, Brene. Okay, so today I am craving hydration on my skin. So I'm going to go in with Arbonne Intelligence Pollution Defense CC Cream in the shade Light. And then we're gonna go over it with the Got You Covered Mineral Powder Foundation. And this is in the shade Natural. So I love these, especially during the summer. I usually head towards CC Cream. This has SPF in it, and so does this. So both of these makeup products already have your SPF for the day in them. Hi, love, how are you? And that's one of the things that I love the best about this makeup is I always forget SPF, and I'm a person who really needs it. So that is a total win for me. So CC Cream, can you help me understand the difference between Arbonne Foundation and the CC Cream? Absolutely. All right, so Arbonne Foundation is also a broad spectrum SPF, but this has a more medium to full buildable coverage. It dries more to a matte finish, and it's gonna give you like a high def foundation. So you're going to sort of like black out. I don't want to say black out. You're going to cancel out anything underneath your skin a little bit more than you would with CC Cream, which stands for Complexion Corrector. So this is more of like a tinted moisturizer, if you can think of that. If you have dry skin, if you have mature skin, CC Cream is definitely going to be a great option for you. If you're not looking for a full coverage look and you want more of a dewy finish, CC Cream. However, CC Cream, if you're looking for all of that, but you want to bump up the coverage, you can always grab a foundation, squirt like 2 little pumps of foundation into that and mix it together. Or you can go in with a powder foundation and just top that off. So that's what we're going to do today is a CC Cream with a powder foundation topper. Hi, Sarah. I hope that made sense. And no offense if it doesn't. I love questions. So as many questions that you have, ask. Love it. Hi, Liz. All right, so CC Cream stands for Complexion Corrector. We're going with the shade Light. And I just put a little bit on the back of my hands, and then, how are you, Sarah? And then I just blend it in with my finger, sort of to see if I take too much or I take too little. So I kind of just place it on my face, and then we're gonna blend it in with a Eco Tools sponge. So I need just a little bit more. I don't like to waste makeup, so I try to put as little on my face as possible. And then I blend it out, because there's nothing worse than taking too much and like seeing it end up on that paper towel at the end is straight up devastating for me. So that is why I put it on the back of my hand first. Hi, Jackie. All right, so CC cream in light is on, and now we're just gonna blend it out. Fair warning, I have this really nasty breakout right here from the facial that I had this week, but we're gonna take care of that. Even if it shows through the CC cream, I'm not worried about it. All right, so this is an Eco Tool sponge. I wash it every day with hot water and hand soap right before I use it. I just take and put it in a, what is this? This is a washcloth. I put it in a washcloth and just kind of squeeze it out so that it's damp, but it's not wet. And you want a little bit of dampness in it because it helps like blend it out. Hi, Ashley. But look at how this just like ever so lightly blends into my skin. And you can see that I'm not too concerned with going like all up in my under eye area, because we're going to use concealer for that. So the less product on your under eyes, the better. And that way you're not going to get all that buildup that sort of shows your fine lines and wrinkles. I am not one for showing my age. Although I think sometimes, no matter what I do, that's going to come out. But if we can hide it, we like to. All right, so obviously CC cream is not full coverage. The coverage on the rest of my face is gorgeous. It's light. It feels really good and soft. Actually, you can't feel anything on it. And that's how I like my foundation to feel. I don't like cakey foundation, but we can fix this with a little bit of this. So this is Arbonne Concealer in the shade Fair, which is the lightest shade that we have. And we're just going to pop a little bit on that. We're going to let it dry before we blend it out. And I'm going to highlight and contour all the areas that I just want to kind of come forward. And you can see I only had to go in once with this. All right, so all the areas that I just Pocahontas'd all over my face, these are the areas that we're highlighting. So these are the areas on the inside of our face that we want to draw someone's eye to. And then we're gonna go in with bronzer and we're going to contour our cheekbone structure and things like that. And that's gonna make our face appear longer and leaner. I have a very round face, so the way that you contour your face is gonna depend upon your face shape. But I can send you some great visuals if you have questions about contouring. I can send you some great visuals about face shape and sort of what you wanna accentuate and what you don't want to accentuate, or where to place the bright spots and where to place your blush. Like there's all kinds of different tricks. It's all about lighting. All right, so back to the you know what? I haven't been using the Eco Tool sponge to do my concealer. I've been using this cosmetics brush for Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. For some reason, I think I was watching an Instagram video, and the girl was blending out her highlight with, her concealer highlight with this kind of brush. And I was like, let me give that a try. And I actually really like it. So I like to change up my makeup routine sometimes just because I get bored. Hi, Jamie. So if at any point you guys have questions, always feel free to ask. If you're looking for a color match, just comment here and then I can send you a message right after I get off of the video and we can make a bundle for you. Like I said, this month for preferred customers, they're giving you 40% off every bundle that you create. Plus we just came out with Green Apple Fizz today. And I'm so excited for Green Apple Fizz. Green Apple is like one of my favorite flavors ever. Remember when Sex and the City was huge and they used to drink, well, they used to drink Cosmos on there, but they also made apple teenies like all the rage. Well, that was like the year I turned 21, and I went ham on apple teenies, and there were several instances where that was not a good look for me. But I still love green apple flavor. It makes me think of like fresh, crisp apples. And all I know is that fizz is back for a limited time, and I am here for it. Okay. All blended in. All right, so Setting Pretty setting powder. So this is a translucent, finely milled powder that's going to blur out your pores and set any of your liquid and cream makeups. I'm just going to go in with my sponge, and we're just going to place it on our under eye area. This is what you want to use to like accentuate your highlight, but it's also going to prevent your makeup from moving and shifting as your skin warms up during the day, as you sweat, as you get oily or greasy, depending on what your skin does. It just kind of keeps you glowy and honest. And I'm using the sponge, even though I don't normally use a sponge to do this, because I've been noticing that I like drip a lot of product off my brush. And as I said, I can't stand to waste product. So that's why I'm trying the sponge again. I'm giving it another chance. Sometimes it's worth checking things out like that. But I still take most of it off. So we're still gonna have to touch up the old acne. That facial was great, but man, she went digging. She went absolutely digging on my chin. All right, so aside from that, we're good. We'll fix it later. I'm not too worried about it. All right, so complexion, good to go. Let's go in with a little bronzer. We're gonna go in with the, what's this called? Glow On Bronzer. It only comes in one shade, so you don't even have to worry about color matching it. It's perfect for everyone. So this is just a big fluffy, I don't even know who makes this. I got it. This is RT, stands for, I have no idea. I have no idea. I got it at Ulta many moons ago. I love this bronzer because it is not warm. I personally don't like warm bronzer. It makes me look orange. I can't pull it off. I like a cool toned bronzer. And it just like warms up my face so I don't look dead, which is always a bonus. All right. I go on my temples. And so basically what we're doing is we're contouring our face, the outside of our face, and we're making it look longer and leaner by accentuating our bone structure. Sides of my nose. And I usually just go in with a big brush like this. I don't get like really fancy with the nose contouring because I've done it once or twice and I feel like I look like Michael Jackson when I'm done. Respect to all the women who can literally take a big old honker and turn it into the most petite, delicate looking nose you've ever seen. I am not that gifted. So I just embrace what's going on right here. All right, so you see how that just like warmed me up and made me look human again? God, my hair appointment cannot come soon enough. And trying to wash your hair once a week is kind of a struggle, FYI. Okay. Let's do eyebrows. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the Arbonne Brow Pencil and the Arbonne Gel Cream, Tinted Brow Cream. I knew I'd get it. All right, so brow pencil is amazing. This is the shade medium. I've never known how to put bronzer on properly. This is life-changing. Bronzer in the right place is the best. I know what you're saying though, because I was once, you know, this was my education. When Justin and I were dating, I remember reading like I don't know, a magazine. What magazines did we used to read? It definitely wasn't 17 because I was in my 20s. Glamour, we're going to go with Glamour. I was reading Glamour magazine about putting bronzer on the areas that the sun would normally kiss your face. So I put bronzer here, 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 here. I put it on literally everywhere that you were not supposed to put it. And I wondered why I looked like a tomato, because I was literally putting it on the areas of my face that I should have been highlighting and not making darker. You live and you learn. What can you do? All right, so brow pencil. Brows are also life-changing. I'm taking the shade medium and I'm just drawing a line from the front of my brow to the tail on the bottom. And this brow pencil is super easy to use. It's very creamy and very forgiving. I'm also going to do a line on the top, and I start back just a little bit further because I want to create that soft entry. You know, we've all seen the ones that are like really hardcore right in the front, where it's just as dark in the front as it is in the back. That is a pet peeve of mine. Your brows do not grow that way. Your brows are naturally more sparse right in the beginning than they are back here. You want the arch to the tail to be the strongest part of your brow and not the weakest. So again, I start in the front. If you've never done your brows before, the first time that you do them, you might hate them, just so you know. You might absolutely hate them because it's going to change the shape of your face. But I will say give it 3 times before you decide that it's not for you, because honestly, it's a game changer. It's a more youthful look. If you look at little kids, you'll notice that, like, Aiden, where are you going with that fleeky brow and that glowy skin? Youth is truly wasted on the young, I gotta say. I'm also just gonna take the little spoolie and just brush my brows up just like this. This also combines and like softens the whole look. But look at that, like if you look at little kids, they have the thickest, longest eyelashes, dark, thick, long. They have big, bushy, thick, dark eyebrows. They have full pouty lips. They have color in their cheeks. They have freckles. They have like all these things that at some point we decide we're going to tweeze our brows and we're going to do this to our eyelashes and we're going to cover our freckles. And honestly, like those are the best parts of ourselves, are like those special little qualities. So what I love about the Arbonne is that it doesn't take away. If you put CC cream on your freckles, you're still going to have freckles. It's just going to look more polished. So that is why I live for Arbonne. The end. Okay, so brow cream. This is going to set your brows in place. And I just go in. It's also going to add a little bit of tint to them. So I just kind of go in and I brush in an upward motion. And it's going to make them appear fuller because it's got a little tint, and it's also placing them so that they look, you know, bigger. Bigger is better when it comes to brows these days. I used to tweeze mine into oblivion in middle school, and my mom told me I would grow to hate that I wasn't listening to her, and she was, again, Pookie, she was right. If you ever feel like you've gone a little bit too aggressive, could you imagine? If you ever feel like you went a little too aggressive on your brows, just go take your concealer, pop a tiny little amount right here on your finger, choke your dog, grab a cream shadow or a concealer brush, and just clean it up with the edge of that brush. It's literally like white out. And you can just make your brows all fleeky and delicious. Just that easy. And I also always add a little bit on the under part. Like so. This dog. Literally, you would think that I'm holding like millions of dollars and illegal drugs in this house, the way that she acts about the security around here. She's next level. Okay. Eyeshadow. It's all in the eyes, palette 1. Palette 2 will be here on Saturday. But this is palette 1. This came with my 18-piece makeup kit, and it can come with yours too. Literally, an 18-piece makeup kit has everything that you need to do your face. Everything. From primer to setting powder. The whole Monty. Or we can make your own palette or your own package. So either way, just let me know how I can help, and I'll help you pick colors. But this is the All in the Eyes palette 1. This is definitely like Kim Kardashian beauty, colors, packaging, the whole 9 yards. And I'm gonna grab my brushes. Okay. So let's do just a really pretty neutral look today. I'm wearing a bright yellow shirt, so it's kind of hard to get something to match that. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Clove, this really pretty like orange brown, and my blending brush. Hi, Marianne. And I'm just gonna buff that right into my eyeshadow crease. And because the shades are super pigmented, you don't wanna go in too hot with too much color all at once. You wanna go in a little bit at a time so you can blend it out. Having too much product on your brush is just gonna make a lot of fallout on your under eyes. And it's also going to be really difficult to sort of artfully place on your face. A little bit goes a long way anyway. So you might be surprised how little you need to use. But I'm just kind of blending that into the crease and right onto my lid. One thing I'm trying to get away from is, this was a habit with my other thing. Like you want to pick one thing to concentrate on. Don't go crazy contour, really bright lip, super dark eye. You're going to look just like way over the top. So if you're doing a really bold, powerful lip, your face has to look perfect and your eyes need to be nice and subdued so that your lips do all the talking. If you're doing a really bold eye, go with a nice nude lip. You got to make concessions. All right, so I'm going to take the shade Red Rock, this one right here, on a tapered blending brush. So this comes to a little bit of a point, and I'm going to blend this right into the crease. This just allows you to be a little bit more precise with where you're placing your color. Your makeup always looks flawless. Thank you, Marian. You're so sweet. I love makeup. It's sort of like my art project every day that I get to work on. You know, being a grown-up, we don't often get to sit down and like do something that we enjoy every single day, but I can honestly tell you, I truly enjoy doing my makeup every day. It is not a hassle to me. It's not an obligation. I don't feel like there's ever any pressure to do my makeup other than I really enjoy it. So I try to, if anything, show people that they can enjoy it too, because sometimes it just becomes like one of those mundane have-tos instead of want-tos. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more of that Red Rock right in the crease. It's just such a unique color, and honestly, would you pick that off the shelf at Target? I wouldn't, but because it's in the palette, I decided to use and play with it, and it's one of my favorites. This makes me want fake eyelashes. All right, so pet peeve is when all the color ends up right here and people don't blend it out. So I definitely take a few extra minutes to blend out my eyeshadow because it kills me on other people. Just one of my weird things, one of my mechanisms. And we're gonna go in with the Arbonne Glow palette. And I'm gonna use a little bit of this shade Stardust right here. So pretty. And I'm just gonna place it on the inside corner of my eye just to like catch a little bit of extra sparkle. And I do it with my fingertip because the heat from your finger just like makes it go in the right spots. So no special tools required. And you can build it up if you go, oh, I like it. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more. Go add a little bit more. There's no rules in makeup. None at all. All right, so let's go in. Should we do eyeliner? Let's do eyeliner. Why not? We've come this far. I'm going to go in with the shade Carob. I absolutely love this one. And we're going to just kind of smudge it into our lash line. This makes our lashes look thicker and darker. Just a little bit. So honestly, you can't even see it on the top of my lash. It just looks, the difference between them is huge. Well, huge if you're a woman doing your makeup. Not huge if you're my husband. He'd be like, I can't tell. What'd you do again? Okay. And may I also add that all of Arbonne's makeup is hypoallergenic. So if you have sensitive eyes like I do, you're not going to have a problem with this. Okay, Arbonne Speaks Volume Mascara. So good. It makes your lashes nice and separated, long, and put your mirror right beneath you so that you don't end up with mascara up here. And I always do 2 coats of the Speaks Volume. And I do that little shimmy wiggle with the mascara wand. I could watch a video of 100 people doing their mascara because I bet you none of them would do it the exact same way. Everyone has a different mascara wiggle. Hi, Dina. Oh. Mima, it's the neighbors. I saw on my time hop that Mina has been a member of this family today for 3 years. She came and she has been a pain in the neck ever since. Oh, the second coat is where it's at. Hi, Molly. Oh, look at that second coat, right? So good. Oh, devastating. Really devastating. That's all right, I'll fix it. So the second coat, I get a little bit closer to the lash line and I really wiggle them apart so that every single lash gets separated. And then I kind of fan them out by placing them with the wand. Here come little feet. All right, so I'm just gonna take what I have left over on the wand and do my lower lash line. Hi, Dill. You're hungry.
I want
What do you want? Do you need me to get it for you, or are you gonna get it? All right, just don't eat junk, okay? It's not gonna go over well. He definitely wants junk. Hi, Emily. I have to fix this mascara that I just put here. Otherwise it will irritate me. So I'm just going in with a little extra setting powder. And look at how that like brightens that up. What do they say? Sometimes the mistakes make the best results. Is that something people say? It's something I say. Literally, like, have you ever gone in your kitchen, you didn't know what to make for dinner? You just like took weird odds and ends out of the pantry, freezer, refrigerator, and you made something and everyone was like, oh my God, this is the best thing you've ever made. You have to make this again. And you're like, sure. Like, this was expired chicken, rice, and cheese that I've had in the back of the fridge for 3 months. You're welcome. Sometimes the best things do come out of mistakes. Like, now look at how bright my under eye is because I added that little extra bit of setting powder. Hello and good day. All right, so now we're gonna go in with this very scary shade of blush. Don't be scared. This is the shade Taffeta. I love wearing it with bright colors like this. So you just go in once, tap off any extra. Watch how great though. Literally, so great. You don't have to be scared of it. Don't be scared of pigment, because pigment is literally, this is a super concentrated volume of it. But going in one time is perfection. Now, don't like rub your face with it, just tap your face with it. It helps it go on without disturbing the makeup that you've put on underneath it. If you ever get done with your makeup after you've done like all these brushes on your face, I can still see this, and you feel like it looks disrupted, it's probably because it is. So you shouldn't go in and wipe your face over and over again, but you can go in and tap and like press things onto it. Okay, we're fixing that. Uh-oh, here he comes. What does the boy want? Yes, sir.
Can I have an apple with no skin?
Can you have an apple with no skin? Yes, you can, but you just have to wait 2 minutes for me to come downstairs and I'll peel it for you.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be right there.
I'll wait on your bed.
You'll wait on my bed. He'll wait on my bed for me. All right. Where are we at? Let's do highlight. So back to the Glow palette. I'm gonna let's grab the shade Twilight, this one right here. And I'm just gonna blend it right onto that apple of my cheek. It's sort of like a rose gold kind of color. And it just gives your face like a little bit of extra zhuzh. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need a little bit of extra zhuzh for your day. And I always put it on my top Cupid's bow right here. It makes your top lip appear larger and more in charge. And that is my jam. All right, so lip, we're doing a weird lip today. Don't be scared. So I've been experimenting with different ways to do lip combos without buying tons of new products so that you don't have lots of different options. So we are going to go in with an eyeliner in the shade Morel. This is my eyeliner, right? Yes. So Morel, which is actually like a very nudie brown, which is why I like it for my lips. We're going to go in with Magnolia lipstick. We're going to pop a little concealer right in the center. Hi, Gabrielle, how are you? And then we're going to top it with this shade Cardinal. And we're topping it with Cardinal because if you have ever heard, if you see a cardinal, it's one of your loved ones checking in with you. And this morning when I got up, I let Mina out and literally a cardinal flew like right in front of my face. So I was like, good morning, Dad. So anyway, that's why we're using Cardinal. That's why we're doing it. All right, so Morel is actually an eyeliner. We're using it for a lip. And I'm just going to gently overline my lips just slightly right in the center. So I go on the underside of my lip right on the bottom. Like that. But I don't do that on the outside or it will look like I got punched in the mouth. So I kind of taper my lip up. Just like that. And then we're gonna do top lip the same way. A little more bold in the middle. Taper it down. Okay. So obviously this is brown. On your lips, it's brown. It will look very ghetto if you do not blend this in. Forewarning. All right, so now we're gonna go in with the shade Magnolia in our lipstick. Magnolia is literally the perfect nude. And we're just blending it in to that lip liner. It softens it while it still keeps it nice and nude. All right, so obviously you can still see the liner. That's the point. Now I'm going to take a little bit of concealer, just a little bit, literally a dot, that much. And I'm going to put it on the center of my lips. You can do this with any lip combo, by the way. And we're just going to blend it out. And the reason we're doing this is it's going to create an ombre effect on our lips. It's going to give us a whole different lip look without adding extra products to our cart. We're already buying this because it's good for our face contour. So why not use it other places? All right, and then Cardinal lip gloss comes in. I'm just going to let this dry really quick so I'm not like blending over it. You want some things to dry. Drink your smoothie. Okay, so Cardinal is definitely like a really pretty pinkish red, like a cardinal. Look at that. So pretty. And you see how adding it over a nude lip does not make it look like this. I know when I took this out, somebody went, that's not for me. Literally, this lip combo is heaven, and it's for everyone. To me, it actually looks incredibly natural. Hi, Alice. Hi, Alyssa. But such a pretty, glowy, everyday look. You would not bet on this. I'm guaranteeing it. But you layer it with the right products. Preach. It's good. It's really good. Okay. So we're going to go in with a little Let It Set finishing spray. Let's see if we can erase this zit a little bit better. I'm going to go in with our sheer press powder, if I don't break it first, in the shade Light. And let's see if that does the trick. You're amazing, Alice. We need to take Chelsea out. Toot sweet. The woman needs some girl time, I think. Where is my dang brush? This is one of those times where I wish I could blame my children, but whatever happened to this brush is 100% on me because my kids don't play with makeup. All right, we're just going to use this brush. Oh, that's the stuff. I actually got a pressed powder that's a redness eraser, and it will be here on Saturday. And I can't wait to use it. Whoa, it was worth it for the facial. Okay, so I think that's all she wrote for today. Actually, let's add a little bit more bronzer. I'm just gonna put it right underneath my lip. And it like pops your bottom lip out a little bit. All right, Gucci. All right, so Let It Set setting spray. This is thebomb.com. Everyone needs it. Especially because I know other setting sprays irritate a lot of people's eyes because there's a ton of chemicals in them. There is not a ton of chemicals in this. It is literally like the cleanest product ever, and it's petite because it's not all packaging. So it goes straight into your purse. You can spray this on your face midday and be like feeling fresh and glowy and revived for your afternoon. It doesn't have the ingredients on the back of the bottle, but I'm sure it had it on the box, which I've already checked. Okay, so I did take a before, I will take an after, and I will list all the products that I use today. I will also include these 3 skincare must-haves for the Hydria line, which is also still on sale. So if you have questions about this, just let me know. It is literally so good for you. My husband might be using this too. It feels amazing on. It's not going to irritate your skin. It's nice and gentle, all of those things. So with that, I love you guys. I will be back sometime on Saturday, early in the morning actually, because I have 2 ladies coming over to have me glam them up and show them the ropes so that they can buy their kits. If you guys want me to create a kit for you, or you want the 18 Peaks makeup kit as it is, just send me a message and I can color match you. I just need a selfie, and then I can pick out all the shades. If you don't want to pick them out, I can definitely help you do that. But this makeup is literally incredible, life-changing. The business is incredible, life-changing. My bonus check hit today, and let's just say it was more money than I make at my real job. And it was more money than I made on very, very good months with my previous business after 2 years. And I've been in this for a month and a half. And my bonus check, not even my real check, my bonus check was more. So if you have any interest in helping people with nutrition or their makeup or their skincare, definitely send me a message, because this is definitely worth looking into. And all you're doing is helping people. You're not shoving products in their face. You're not being obnoxious. You're literally adding value to their life. And that's what I love best about this change for me, is that it has helped me in major, major ways, physically, mentally, all of those things. But the business end of this has been a huge game changer for me. So with that being said, I'll be back on Saturday morning, and I will take a selfie and I'll list all the products. And if you want in, just let me know, and I am here to help you. I love you guys. Happy Thursday. See you later.